Morocco has a very poor safety record on the roads, so we'll get maybe one taxi from the airport, one taxi back.
Yeah.
It's quite a small city, really. So it's the 7th biggest city in the country.
So is it walkable?
Yeah, it's walkable, mate. Nothing we aren't used to, so we'll just walk it.
Yeah.
All right. So safety and security, terrorism. We have to talk about it. So terrorists are very likely to carry out attacks in Morocco.
Definitely wasn't in the script.
No, mate, that would take the edge off the trip, like. But the thing is, it says it about like Paris and like Amsterdam and London and Manchester.
I know, but just because you go in their country, like a different country, it's like
it's always like exercise caution. Like the US have travel advice about Britain that makes Britain sound terrifying, but to get caught up in something like that, it's unlucky, isn't it? That's not going to happen.
I know.
In terms of like dangerous animals and stuff, right? There are some mad animals there. So there's like golden jackals. There's mad lizards. Horned viper. Yeah, that sounds a bit. Mate, I'll be honest. If there's any big spiders or scorpions, I'm just gonna run. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Just don't go near running it. Like,
definitely not.
Yeah, crocodiles there as well. So sounds fun. Natural disasters. So Morocco is in an earthquake zone. A strong earthquake hit northern Morocco in 2004. Did kill more than 600 people. To be honest, mate, that's obviously quite bad. We are in northern Morocco as well, so I think like I've never been in an earthquake except from that mini one we had in England in 2008. I think it was. I think you've got to get under like a table or something and do the get into the fetal position. So I mean, again, that's going to be an unlucky thing to happen, isn't it? But I can't say we're only there for a few days, so I think it more than likely would just be in restaurants and cafes. So get under a table, heavy rain can cause flash flooding in some areas. So the weather report is good. It's 19 degrees every day that we're there. So there's no rain. So that's pretty much everything. So just if anything kicks off, if any protests happen, I think maybe head back to the guest house and stay in. Yeah, because obviously safety is number one kind of concern. So other than that, it should be fine. It's quite a chilled city apparently. So it should be good. So happy with everything?
Yeah.
I'm happy with everything. So we're just on the way to Stansted Airport. I've been in touch with the guide that I'm using and also the lady from the guest house. In Morocco, in Northwest Africa and in the Middle East, they use WhatsApp for business. So if you're going away somewhere like this, it's always best to get in touch with them and just have a bit of banter with them, because then there's a bit of familiarity when you get there. My hair's a bit shorter than the meeting we had a few days ago. It's a tactical haircut. I wanted to look a bit more unapproachable, because in my experience in the Middle East and in Africa, they can be a bit intense on the markets and that, so hence the reason for the baldy. So it should be good. Right, so the taxi driver just completely bailed us, right? So we're in the middle of nowhere. It's proper ropey, man. Like, it's just all alleyways and that, like, it's like a proper maze, do you know what I mean? So hopefully we find this hotel. It's middle of the night as well, so just casually mooching about a Northwest African city, as you do. Middle of the night, mate. It took us a while, but like walking around like a labyrinth, but we found our guest house. I think we're staying in, it's spot on. And then so we've built our bag, we've gone back out. It's ropey like, and I've just bought some food. I have no idea what it is, but it looks banging. To be fair, like I don't know what it is, but it looks the bollocks. It's lamb. Banging. Never tasted out like it. Can't even work out what it is, but it's nice, man. So, Getting proper stared at as well, like everywhere we go, everyone's just pure staring at us. Yeah man, it's banda country this, like. So my first impressions of Morocco are like, it's mental, like most of the people are proper sound, like they'll proper help you when you're asking for directions and all that. So the only person who was a nightmare is a taxi driver. Proper builders, man, like you just went, oh you're here, get out, and then it's like, fuck man, like how do we find it and all that. It's just rough man, it's just like, just different. Right, so I didn't make a video on last night because we got to the guest house dead late, and it's their gaff, so they're all asleep, so I couldn't make a video, but it took us ages to find it in this maze that we're in. It's a sound, to be honest. The beds are brutal, like Werner. Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, the beds are brutal, but for the price, I definitely can't knock it. So today we're going to go out, explore. I'm going to find the spice market. I'm going to go and eat loads of food, get some inspiration. So see how it goes. Alright, so today we're in Rabat, which is the capital city in Morocco. It's been here since about 1200 AD. It's French, former French colony, so they only got the independence in like the 1950s, and it's fucking mental. Like, it's just proper, like, the place where you're staying in is definitely the roughest part of the city. It's just proper hostile, like whenever you're walking around, people are like constantly trying to ask you for money and that. But we've had a little wander down to the city centre and it's a bit more like friendly, it's a bit more, seems a bit more respectable, so we'll let you know how we get on, see how it goes.
Food expert here.
Yeah, it's going to show us around the best places to eat, cafes, the street food, so I'm psyched man, it's one of the main reasons I came here, so I'm forward to it man. Awesome. Let's do this. Thing here called pastilla, it's like seafood. Yeah, what else was in it, Mohammed?
So basically this has some fish and seafood inside and some Chinese noodles as well. And also a lot of Moroccan spices. Yeah. This will be the original recipe, the chicken and halwa, sweet and savory.
It's like a chop suey roll from sunflower. You know what I mean? It's got the kind of like the bean sprout kind of stuff. Proper awesome, like. So that thing I've just ate was like calamari, king prawns, fish with like noodles inside this like pastry thing. Banging. It was quite spicy, but awesome stuff. In Morocco, does anybody listen to English music?
I do.
Do you like Oasis? Do you know this band?
Yes.
Oh, what a lad! Yeah. Good lad.
I used to play this song.
Good lad, you play guitar?
Yeah.
Same man, I love guitar, yeah.
Oasis, of course the Beatles.
So we're just getting a tour of the Medina by Mohammed. Like, you could never come down here without somebody who lives here, because it's just like a proper labyrinth, just a maze. It's like being on another planet, but it's absolutely awesome and it's absolutely beautiful. Like, all the walls are blue and that, and but it is little tight alleyways, as you can see past my baguette. And Asaf Sadiqi. I just said I'm sorry in Arabic. So yeah, it's just like all alleyways and that. It's mad, man. I love it though. It's certainly different to what we used to. Bit of a culture shock. A culture shock, right? Yeah. Bro, I am me, mate. So now he's got the chilies, he's got the aubergine, got these fritter things, I don't know what they are. He's got fish, he's got some salsa going on the top. What we've got here is some fried sardines, we've got these potato fritter things, we've got aubergine, we've got salsa, and then we've got the good stuff there, the harissa. I'm gonna get Ryan to taste it. Like, are you gonna got some fried sardines and the harissa that they've got over here. Different to the harissa what you get in England. It's not as like fiery. It doesn't like blow your cap off like the stuff that we get in England does. It's nicer. It's got like, it's more tangy. It's got like a bit of a lemony taste to it. It's kurkuma.
Or turmeric.
Okay, turmeric.
Turmeric.
So you've got the
Coriander.
yes, in ground for the ground coriander.
So this is like the raw version. This is like the blended or the ground version. So you have here cumin, you have chili powder, sweet smoked paprika, coriander powder, cinnamon, turmeric, ginger.
How much would it be for half a kilo? So 500 grams. 200 dirham for half a kilo, yeah? Call up the man.
Nice to meet you, man.
This is the premium quality.
The Moroccan saffron, yeah?
Yeah, so I will open up the bottle and you will smell. No need to get close.
Yeah, of course, it's so expensive.
Camille.
Oh yeah, it's coming now.
Sensational, man.
شوف الفرق بين هذا وهذا.
And yeah, this is less stronger, but this is the premium quality.
Yeah. How do you tell him that I love this shop? So I never have.
مرحبا.
I love this. I understand English.
So he's grinding it up for us here in this basin thing.
هل درستها أم فقط من التكلم معها؟
أنا مش فاهم، أنا آسف، أنا أتكلم مصري عربي شوية.
Are you studied Arabic or only from?
Just from YouTube.
Yeah, me too. English only from movie like Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is like this.
Breaking Bad, the series, the light breaker.
Of course. I hope to come back another time tomorrow.
اللي قال هذا اعطيتيني الخرابه السريه.
Encourage your friends I will go to England. I need to work a lot to make more money to go to see. I want to go watch Harry Klein to see Tottenham.
Tottenham,
Yeah.
Hurricane. So it's just nuts around here, to be honest. Like it's like being in a different world, really. But we've been tasting all the different food and that, and I bought some spices. So it's my primary objective for coming here. I've found a spice supplier. He's really nice guys as well. So you've got to watch the motorbikes because people snatch your phone out your hand, and I'm not exactly catching them, am I? You know what I mean? So, but up to now it's been good. We're halfway through our first day. Just mooching about the markets, man. Just trying to build connections with people. So. Right in the background, he's my security slash cameraman. So in Middlesbrough, where we're from, we have our local dish. It's called parmo. Okay, so imagine that chicken breast.
Yes.
And we flatten it out bigger.
Yeah, like sliced.
And then we dip it in egg wash. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then we dip it in breadcrumbs. And we
Yeah.
Get the fryer,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
And then we get it out and we do a bechamel sauce on top, okay?
Bechamel.
Like the flour,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
butter,
bechamel,
and
yeah.
then some cheddar over the top,
Right.
and we put it under the grill, okay?
Oh.
It's the best, man. So then we have it with like chips and salad and
Yeah.
some garlic sauce.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah,
They're one of
yeah.
the nicest things. I'll tell you what I'm going to do when I get back to England.
Yeah.
I'm going to type out the recipe and the instructions I'm going to send you. And I
Nice.
want you to take a picture of your palm.
Of course.
I'm going to spread the word, yeah?
And I will make a Moroccan twist on it.
See, the thing I love about spices is they have the ability to like elevate food, transform the experience, and they take you to a place that you wouldn't have went. So like, they can transport you from your kitchen to anywhere else in the world. So if you want to know about Jamaican food, make some jerk chicken. If you want to know about like Middle Eastern food, make a shawarma. It's not hard, just Google it, I'll provide the spices. It's easy to underestimate the massive cultural impact spices have had on the world, but when you think about it, when Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492, he was looking for an easier route to get to the East Indies. So when you think about everything that's happened since then, America's massive cultural impact on the world, good and bad, can all be mapped back to the spice trade. So like, throughout history, people have crossed continents and crossed borders to trade spices, just like I've done now. And this has led to cultural interaction, which we've seen in this video. But more importantly, it's led to like the exchange of different ideas. So when you think about it, very development of the modern world as we know it today, it can be mapped back to the spice trade. So it's something I really want to be a part of. Just sick of doing jobs I don't like for other people and making money for other people. So I just want to try and be the #1 spice merchant in the world, and because of social media, anybody who's got a mobile phone can build a business, so that's what I'm trying to do. So we've came here, the primary objective was to find a spice trader, which we've done, and learn about some new food, which we've done. So I really appreciate you watching this. Don't forget to hit subscribe, because I'm going to go to some more mental places I think next year. So thanks for watching, all the best. Been on a night, innit? You know how much this trip's cost me, right? 40 quid return for the flight, tenner a night for the guest house. It is sketchy around there, like, to be fair, it is rough and that, but and in terms of like what I've spent while I've been here on food and that, nothing, like 120 quid in 2 days, something like that. It's cost nothing, so like, what's the point in like living in it's like living in a goldfish bowl if you never leave your hometown. Get out and see the world, travel man, it's cheap enough to do. Kayak.com for the flights. And look at this, it's cost us nothing to come here. Northwest Africa.
For the price of two of us.
I know, for both of us, mint, you know what I mean? So that taxi driver there was absolute off his barnet, man. He was like cutting people up, just blasting round roundabouts the wrong way. He was tapping on the other cars to move out the way with his hand out the window. It was like wacky races, mate, to be honest with you. And then halfway through the journey, he chucked us out and said jump in this other taxi, so I thought we were getting like fucking kidnapped or something, but we made it, so